Hmm. Hey, hey everybody. It's Terra Lumination. Uh yeah, it's Terra Lumination. Guess what, people? Uh Terra Lumination is still in hibernation, uh trying to recalibrate and everything like that. But wanted to take a few moments just to share with you what I've noticed in comments is that a lot of people are not like fully fluent in astrology, and sometimes that affects their understanding of their readings. And so, even though I wrote a little while ago that I'm not going to do hardly any astrology at all, I thought I might just do a little background thing just for kicks. And this is just going to be the first one I've ever done, and it's just going to be for June, like an overview, and just for having fun, just hanging out with you guys. And it's called Terra Illuminations Astro Babble. I don't know how this is going to work out. We're going to wing it. So, questions. What does it all mean? Woo! Oh no. Like, oh my God, what's my sun sign? Oh, what's my moon sign? Oh dear. Oh yeah, my rising is squared to my ninth. Oh wow. Oh, what is that? Oh shit, what does that all mean? Okay, anyway, we're not going to go deep into it. I'm just going to do overview stuff. So we can talk about it later, but I just wanted to have a little look at June because we're already there, and I'm just catching up, everybody. All right. So if you haven't noticed it or felt it already, June is going to start opening up with a lot of momentum, shifting, progress, a sense of movement. And that is to do with the way the planets are shuffling around. There's a lot of shuffling going on, so to speak. And if you want to know a little bit more the nitty gritty, we're going to spell it out for you and then just do a few words on, like, oh, what does that mean? Okay, well, obviously it means something different for every single person on the planet, and we can't do that here at Terra Illumination, but we'll just give you some notes, all right? So first off, expect rapid changes and shifts, okay? Mars itself, the planet of activation. Let's have a look, okay? Mars itself, there's a little squiggle for Mars, okay? It's moving out of the sign of Gemini, all about communications, speaking and listening, business activities, and it's moving into Cancer. So it's quite a different vibe. You might start feeling things more in terms of your communications. You might want to communicate more about your feelings, okay? Venus, okay, there's the little squiggle for Venus. Planet Venus is in Aries starting off, but it's moving straight over into, guess what? One of its home signs. Venus is in Taurus, so Venus is going to be very happy. Venus, planet of love, beauty, harmony, balance, and all the yummy good things in life. Values, what do you value? Who values you? What do you love? What's mine? What's mine? What's yours? And how much is it all worth? So Venus is going to be very, very happy in Taurus, and Taurus is going to be very happy to have Venus there. Okay, so that's nice. Give it a month or so, maybe not even that. So shifts. Mercury is moving out of Taurus and heading over into Gemini. Uh, so that's going to amplify the natural tendency of Gemini to communicate anyway. Now, so the whole realm of communications is going to open up and be kind of amplified because Mercury is going to be kind of in its own hometown. Okay, there's the little squiggle. There's the little squiggle for Mercury. It's in Taurus now. It's moving into Gemini. Okay, over here. All right. So Mercury is very at home there too. So there's a lot of players coming home right now to their natural domain. So things could feel very fun and lively. That's how I would interpret it. And Jupiter, well, Jupiter is still where it is in Libra, and it's just switching direct. So whatever was happening over the last few months with Jupiter retrograde, it might start to become apparent, and whatever was like trying to be understood in relationships with other people might like come into more clarity now. Like, oh, now I get it a bit more, so we can move on for the next few months. with a better understanding, having come through like a few months of like, oh, what's going on in my relationships? Next, we still got this huge monster fire trine, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, and I'll do a doodle about that in a minute. And it's very, very supportive for everybody. Doesn't matter what your sign is. It's just a big fat fire trine, so make the best of it. And it's particularly helpful for the movement, the global, like the collective movement for all of us moving in the global collective North Node direction for North Node in Leo. So, okay, this is starting like serious astro babble, and I don't want to confuse people, but let's take this moment where you might want to look at the little scrappy kind of North Node in Leo playlist for your sign. Just do the same thing like you do for a tarot reading. Like look for your sun sign and look for the Tarot Lumination Leo North Node video for that sun sign playlist, and start scrolling through. Do the same thing. Do your rising sign, do your moon sign, do your sun sign, whatever it is, and mush it all up. Okay? See if that helps you on your journey, because we're all on the same freaking bus. Okay? Remember that. Everybody's naked on the same bus. Okay, moving on. We got a full moon coming up. Full moon, June 9th. Oh my God, it's Sun in Gemini, Moon in Sagittarius. So it's actually kind of on its own. There aren't a lot of very heavy aspects to it. So the whole Gemini, let's put it this, the whole Gemini Sagittarius axis is going to be well lit up, but it's not heavily conflicted anywhere. It's actually nicely supported by the big fat fire trine. However, so that's going to amplify, and it's going to illustrate, let's bring out the idea of like communicating about everything that I know. All the wisdom that I've acquired in the last few weeks, in the last few months, in the last few years, I'm going to be feeling very, very inclined to speak about it and listen, learn about it more, integrate it more and more into day-to-day life, so that whatever your wisdom is, it can now actually operate as day-to-day useful functional tools, okay? And you might want to listen more about those energies and speak more about those energies in a way that's more effective and works for you in day-to-day life. And that's for everybody, not just Geminis or Sages, okay? Now, later in the month, let's see, when is it go into? I think it's just after the, screw it, hold on, give me a moment here. When is the, I'm going in a stall out, bear with me. Okay, it's going to be around the 24th. Yeah, okay. Oh, hold on, let me go back a minute. On the full moon, by the way, there are a couple of aspects that could trigger some awkward energy. Got to mention that. Saturn is in Sagittarius too. So that's going to amplify the moon thing. Well, it's going to put a reality check on the moon thing. So all of the things that you're intuiting through the lunar energy that are coming into culmination, that you're feeling about this Sagittarius wisdom kind of energy, it might feel like there's a bit of a truth telling going on here, because Saturn is in Sagittarius, which is all about the truth. And so a lot of truths might start coming to the surface, and they might be inconvenient truths, awkward, uncomfortable truths. And it's the same thing. Neptune is in Pisces too, and it's squaring this thing here. So that might feel a little awkward too, about like gulp. Oh, I didn't know that. And it could be awkward, like whatever truths are being exposed that might have been hidden, they are likely to be brought to the surface, and it might not be that comfortable, but at least you'll be the wiser, okay? So take advantage of that. Now, I think it was on the 24th, I said, over here. The moon around that time, the 24th. Let me just put that in there so you don't get confused. June 24. Around here, around June 24, we've got the moon over here in Cancer. That's going to amplify that big fat T-square we've had going on with Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, and Libra. Okay, that thing, it's still there. But, you know, this happens every month now while we still got this, because the moon every month goes through Cancer. And so it just triggers this thing. So around the 24th, anybody who's got significant hot spots with Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, and Libra, just, you know, pay attention, because you're going to be triggered, okay? Just the same thing. Anybody who's got hot spots in these things, like with Gemini and Sagittarius, especially if it's hard on the angles, this energy is going to get triggered pretty strongly. Neptune, let's move on. This is just Astro Babble. If it means nonsense to you, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a teacher here or anything. I'm just, you know, conveying information, and if anybody finds it useful, great. And the only reason I'm doing this is because I have to do it for myself anyway. Duh. You know, I'm just like, I gotta keep myself aligned, because if I don't take account of this stuff, I literally fall off the rails, people. So I kind of have to do it. It's kind of an obligation for me. But anyway, Neptune is turning stationary. So all that awkward Neptune energy, where the beauty and the idealism, the universal love, man, contrasted with the shadow side of that, which is more to do with treachery, betrayal, lies, deceit, self-undoing, all of that stuff, that's going to become amplified. It's going to feel like a pressure point, like somebody's got their thumb on you somewhere, on a pressure point somewhere in your system, that is triggering very kind of perhaps awkward, sensitive energy about deeply buried stuff, especially regards health and healing, that needs to be exposed for healing. You've got to reveal it to heal it. And sometimes the only way you can find out where the problems are is by literally trying to find the pressure points. And if somebody goes, ow, ow, then you know you've got an issue, okay? Please regard the pain or the pressure or the discomfort as a signal that yes, we have an opportunity for healing here. You've got to reveal it to heal it, okay? Understand that, please. All right, so let's take full opportunity of that for the next few months while starting now, while Neptune goes station and retrogrades for a few months, okay? Let's see, moving on through the month, right at the end of the month, Mars goes into Cancer, okay? And that's going to start triggering a hard opposition with Pluto. So can you imagine that? You've got Mars, the god of war, facing off with Pluto, the god of death, like, roar, roar, God, yeah. Like a Godzilla movie, okay? So just watch out. There's a lot of extreme power that has the, let's just say, the circumstance to become activated, okay? So just be aware. So that Mars in Cancer, Pluto in Capricorn thing might be felt, especially in anyone who, again, is dealing with this cardinal grand square with Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, and Aries energy. It's kind of, there's no way out of it. You're going to have to deal with these energies no matter what. So all this is doing is giving you kind of a bit of a heads up. Okay, watch for big, like, surges or waves of power. Like you might feel like moved or pushed in ways that are unacceptable. Or you might want to start pushing your weight around in ways that are unacceptable. So just be very, very conscientious about how you exert and express power, how you receive powerful influences from others, and how you radiate powerful influences on others, okay? And again, right towards the end of the month, I should have put these backwards. Hold on. Oops, dates there. But anyway, also right towards the end of the month, we got the new moon in Cancer. So that, again, is going to amplify this big fat cardinal square. And the energy is going to shift and change a lot. Everything's going to become really, really mushy and soft. And all the energies are going to start focusing around Cancerian type energy. Home, family, feelings of safety, wanting to be at home with family. Anybody who's triggered by that Cancerian energy is really going to feel it. Anybody who has serious hot spots in Cancer, you know, sun, moon, rising, and all of that stuff. So Okay, I'm gonna make a doodle anyway, just for shits and giggles, since we're here. How am I gonna do this? Hold on. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Stay there. Stay there. Um, I want to just do something about the full moon. Okay, it's on the 9th, I think. I think it's doopy doopy doo. Yeah, yeah. It's I think it's June 9th. 9th full moon. Okay, we got the sun in sun in Gemini, and the moon is going to go into Sag. Okay, so there we have it. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful artwork there, as you can see. All right, so let me. What am I doing? Screw this. Hold on, I fucked up. So hold, stay there. I want to get the little chart out while I'm doing this. And so this is like a universal doodle. It's not a personal chart for anybody in particular. It's just putting Aries on the horizon, like as though it was for everybody. Okay, so I'm just going to do the quick rounds. Bear with me. Let's just do some doodles. Okay, here's Pisces, here's Aries, here's Taurus, here's Gemini, Cancer, Leo, here's Virgo over here, here's Libra, here's Scorpio over here, and Sagittarius up here, and Capricorn's over here, and Aquarius, home crown over here. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to stick in the planets for you, and then you'll have a better idea, and then I'll put in some of the geometry. Sacred geometry, people. Okay, I hope this isn't taking too long. Over here, let's just start with the full moon for fun, okay? We've got Saturn up in Sagittarius. We got Moon up there in Sagittarius, and we're going to have the Sun down here in Gemini. And closing in quickly on its tail is Mercury in Gemini. Over here, Mars has just moved into Cancer, and the Leo North Node is right over here in the very early degrees, okay? Jupiter's still where it is, okay? Over here in Libra. Jupiter's there in Libra. And Pluto's still over here in Capricorn doing its thing. Neptune is still over here. Chiron is still over here in Pisces. And Aries energy is starting to clear out. Of course, we still got big old badass Uranus over there, and Venus has just moved into Taurus. Okay, so it looks like a mess. I'm sorry. I'm going to put some lines in. Okay, and I'm going to do this one over here next. Okay, well, that was the moon. I'm going to do the whole thing like this. See if I can do a nice, cute, pretty thing over here. And I'm probably not going to put much more in than that. Okay, I should really put this thing in because it's going to be activated. There's no way out of it. I'll just put that in later, okay? But for now, let's make it pretty and cute. This is the full moon, okay? Full moon, full opposition, full awareness, solar energy, lunar energy, everything coming into manifestation and awareness up here. All the Sagittarius stuff that we've been trying to learn and understand, okay? Next, over here, we got the big fat fire trine. It's the same color because it's very positive, supportive energy. So what's happening, as you can see, especially in terms of our collective evolution, our little Leo North Node is very, very heavily supported here. It's almost like it's a kite, grand kite, or whatever they call it. Very beautiful supportive energy. So we have the opportunity to really, really focus on how are we evolving to our best possible versions of ourselves. And also, let's just take advantage of this over here, the Sagittarius energy. What are we really, really learning? What is the real truth about what is happening in our lives, especially regarding to relationships, and how we would like to communicate that between ourselves and each others in significant ways that actually are helpful? And I'm just going to wrap it up with the big old, just do it, T square. It's still sort of loose and hovering. It's there. And at the end of the month, when I said about that, this thing over here, over here, the new moon, okay? All that Cancer energy is going to be over here, which is going to trigger this big fat cardinal T square. So what's going to happen? Everybody with a Capricorn, an Aries, Cancer, or Libra hotspots, they're going to be triggered, okay? Especially when it comes to fundamental relationships. Ding, 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 ding. The ultimate axis of relationship. Aries, Libra, first house, seventh house energy. We've all got these hotspots somewhere in your chart. And ding, 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 ding. How are the power plays? How are the power dynamics being expressed in the relationship? Well, just understand that in order to integrate all these highly conflicted energies in the red spots, it's all about nurture. The way to handle it is allow yourself to rest and heal and nurture yourself, nurture your others, nurture the relationships. Pay very, very close attention to the dynamics of the relationship, not you, not the other, but the dynamics. How are they playing out? And learn from that. And then we can all evolve and grow together and take full advantage of all this fire energy here to move us in that forward evolution over to our Leo North Node over here. So it's very, very supportive. Also, I don't want to, this is going to take forever. I could go forever. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, people. I'm not going to do the new moon at the end of the month. There's a long time. Maybe I'll do another Astro Babble between now and then. Let me just kind of like say farewell for now. And, oh God. It's a mess. Well, anyway, I hope you get something. There's a reason it's called Astro Babble. It's because it's just Terra Lumination babbling about Astro stuff, okay? Because it has to happen. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this. I hope you get something out of it. I'm going to do a quickie, and you can read it very slowly if you want. Background music playing very, very nicely. Hope this makes sense to somebody and you get something out of it. I hope so. I hope so. And that's the end of that. And I'm just going to leave you with a little doodle. And you can have a look at that and see if that makes any sense to you anywhere. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to answer a lot of questions. This is just me doing my homework in the public eye. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to do a quickie. I'll do it like this. I'll start with Aries and I'll go around. Okay, so it looks sort of like that, and that, and that, and a bit of that, and a bit of that. And you put it all together and it looks a little bit like that. I think of it as sacred geometry, and it's always in a state of motion, a state of flux. And all I've done here with this doodle is focus on a couple of prominent aspects of the geometry. There's a ton of other stuff, but I got to live with it just like you guys. All right, so make the best of it. Okay, have fun, enjoy. Thank you for visiting Terra Lumination. Thank you for listening to Terra Lumination with the Astro Babble. All right, bye bye, bye bye. I'll be on with something else soon. Don't worry. Okay, bye.